My name is Akot Sani from South Sudan, and my dream is to play professional football anywhere in the world. I left home with empty hands and a bag full of dreams and ambitions to become a professional footballer. Is it going to be easy? Of course not, but it is definitely worth it in the end. I have chosen to put my life into this, and there is no going back till I achieve my dream, because dreams are meant to be lived. Where there's a will, there is always a way. Welcome to my journey. This is the road to pro contract. Hello guys, welcome to Chef Sunny's kitchen. So today I am gonna make something that when I was in the hotel, when I was working in Villa Gale Hotel, there was a guy that used to cook. His name was called Hugo, and this guy used to cook some delicious food. And there was one time he made this pasta in a way that was so good. I asked him for the recipe and he gave it to me. So I bought everything today and I'm gonna try out to cook exactly the way he did. I'm not sure it's gonna taste the same, but come along with me. So let's go. Good morning guys. So how was my cooking? You guys can rate it. But anyway, so today we're going back again to Porto because most of the teams there have started preseason. I was trying to send out messages to most of these clubs or coaches and whoever that is in charge to ask for trial, and usually what they would do is they were asking for my 00 profile, which is like the transfer market in Portugal. It has my stats for the season, and because I'm a forward and I did not have so many goals, they'd be like, they end up turning me down basically, and they say either the squads are full or what have you. And I was like, you know what? It's what about instead of and sometimes they don't even reply. So I was like, you know what? What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna like just go there and show up. I'm targeting two regions. One is Porto and the second one is Aveiro. But ideally, I want to play in Aveiro. You know, but so that's where we're gonna go. And I did my homework yesterday, so I'm gonna show you guys what I did and how I actually tried to classify the teams. You would think that it is just matter of going and show up. I had a plan. Like the whole night I was up trying to find out what teams have started preseason, how many foreign players do they have, how many players do they already have, and what position did they finish in last season. You know, so I made this is for both Aveiro and Porto. I slept yesterday maybe like at 2, but I spent the whole night after training. Basically I spent the whole night trying to drop this list, and this is the list. So here I do AF Porto Honda Liga Pro, and I drop what I call priority list. So these are the priorities of the teams that I want to go to, because I know that I might have a chance here. I name of the club, the number of registered players, and the number of foreign players they have in the team. And as you can see, most of the teams have 3 players. There's a team that didn't even register anybody. So these are the teams like I kind of want to target. And then on the second side of the paper here, I have what I call non-priority list. So these are clubs that maybe I already talked to them. All these clubs don't actually how do you call it, already like full, or maybe like the ambitions might just be a little bit different from based on my statistics, you know. And this year I really want to just be in a team where I'm playing. I don't care if we're winning the championship or not. I just want to make sure that I'm in a place where I'm gonna like play. And this is how I drew it up. This team Gondomar, it was relegated last year from Campeonato de Portugal, and so I was like, maybe this we were supposed to have a good project where we try to come back, but then I see like they have registered 3 players, no foreigners, and so I said, okay. Boa Vista as well is one of those teams that just got relegated from the first division, from the Portuguese Premier League, to the 5th division, and this is a special case because I don't know what it's gonna be like. Since I already know somebody from within the club, yeah, I don't know, this is a special case, but I put it's in my non-priority list. And then coming here to Aveiro, which is the region that I want to play in, I realized that I have 14 teams that I really want to go to. Why? You find that, for example, like this team, Real they have 26 players, but why do I put it on my priority list? I find that maybe most of them, they have 18-year-olds, which are technically under 19 players, so they just did it to fill the rosters, and then some of them finished like almost bottom of the table last season. They survived relegation, of course, and I kind of feel like I would have a decent chance if I go to those clubs. And then you see this club, they have not signed anybody, no foreigners, no nothing. And on the non-priority list, I have only 4 clubs. I spoke to this, I think I spoke to this, and they said they're already full, as you guys can see. Same as to this, and same to this. Jury Force, they didn't like my profile. I sent them my profile, they were like, it's not interesting enough. And then I don't know how to say it, but the criteria for grouping this are because they finish so high, and as you guys can see, they look like very serious team. They already have 6 foreign players. Like I always said, I've never been to any first division team and they failed to sign me because I was not good. Almost all the first division teams in Portugal that I've been to, at least I was able to pass the trial without any big hustle. So that means I have the level for that, and I kind of believe I have the level for that. Sometimes, you know, people want to judge you based on stats of last season, but a season that has gone has nothing to do with what you're going to do moving forward. You know, sometimes there are so many circumstances that could have made you not to perform in your current in your previous season, and people will not understand that. Of course, you don't expect them to understand, but once somebody kind of gives you a chance, now you become a thing, and then you just do what you think you can do. So I want to give you guys just a little quick, because my stats last season, I played 22 games, I think 22 games, and I had 2 goals and 2 or 3 goals, I'm not sure. And I will tell you guys one thing for sure. The first half of the season in Albanoense, I was playing every single game. Okay, I was a starter in all games until I played, I think, 6 games or 7 games, and then I ended up falling out with the coach over an issue in the training ground, basically over an issue in the training ground, and I was frozen out of the team. I was not out. There was a time the team even traveled with players for like 16 players, and they're supposed to be 18, and the coach just said, yeah, Son is not coming. But I was a starter. If you guys can see on the 0-0, I started every single game. There was no game I came on as a sub. So that means I was doing great. And then in the second round, obviously, because I was playing so good, a team in the division above saw me, and I went there. So when I went there, I was playing good, you know, the first few games. And then I got injured. You see, I had an ankle injury. So now I was like, should I actually rest or I continue playing? And I was like, I could carry on because I really didn't want to waste time, you know. So I started to tie bandage and then start to play with it, and it was not helping so much. So my form started to like shrink, and I was not performing the way I had anticipated to be performing. And then I had some personal issues off the field that affected me. That's obviously my residency, because there was so much going on around it, getting the criminal record and what have you. And in that period, I didn't want even to be playing football. I just wanted the season to get done so I can go home and try to rest or to sort these things. And still I was playing almost every game, but I was not playing at my best. Even in training, like I said, I think I said in one of my videos, I would wake up in the morning and the only thing I'm looking forward to in the day is just lunch, like just to eat lunch, and that was it. But the training, I wasn't there. I was there physically and not mentally. And even my friend Akipe came to me as like, Sonny, bro, you're not the same person that came here. First of all, I started to lose weight, and I was like just off in training, like always absent-minded. So it's like, man, you're not the same person that came here the first 3 weeks. So what's wrong? And I tried to explain to him because he was my friend. So obviously people don't get to see all this, you know. And again, on top of that, the video that I sent to most people in Albanians, there were no games were not recorded, at least for the most part. Okay. And also in in all the events, they were not recording games, and this is the same reason that I don't want to go back to play in Beja, basically. But of course, someone will say, "Oh, excuse." Yes, but trust me, I believe in my potential so much that if I go somewhere, I will do great. And also, the season before, I played 7 games the whole season, like season before when I was in Mercedes Cavaliers and Albanians. And in 7 games, I think I had 2 goals and 2 assists, I think, or 3 assists, I don't know, or 3 goals. 1, because my first debut with Alcanenens, I scored. So 1 game, 1 goal. And then I went to Mercedes Cavaliers. I played 6 games, and I couldn't continue the rest of the season. Why? Because I ended up, something ended up happening with the job that I had. And that was the contract that I was using to play, basically. So that means when the job stopped or when I lost the job, I was not eligible to play. So I ended up missing the last 4 games of the season. And those 4 games were against the lowest bottom teams, you know. So that means if I was able to play those 4 games, I was probably going to be able to like score a few goals. But it didn't happen. So I only played 6 or 5 games, and I had 2 goals and 2 assists. Yeah, which I don't think is really like bad, you know. So I know that I can play there. Let's just get the chance first. We will do the talking when we get there. Now let's go get some breakfast. We're just having cereals and milk for breakfast, so it's nothing deep. Let's smash it and then go take a shower and come back and have lunch. Like so. We are in Porto at the bus station, and now there is a change of plan. I'm gonna tell you guys shortly. So there is a change of plan. Instead of traveling in Porto, we are going to travel in Aveiro, simply because in Porto, from the priority list of the clubs that I wanted to go to, almost none has started training, and then the other list is like only 3 teams have started training, and where they live is really very far, you know. And Aveiro is like not the farthest, but one of those teams is in the priority list of the teams that I wanted to go to. And I know they're training today at 7:30 because I ended up DMing their goalkeeper and I asked him what time they train, and he told me the time. So I'll just show up there and then see. And if it doesn't work out, that's good. Then that door's closed. We just cancel it out and we go again. So now we're just gonna have something to eat quickly and then go to the train station, catch the train to Aveiro, and we're good to go. I'm actually like almost an hour and a half early, so but first things first, I'm not sure if I have to sleep in Porto or if I'm going to sleep here, but it's all going to depend on how the response they give me. If they say the school I can continue training, then I have to just get an accommodation here basically. But for now, the goal is to make sure that we find where the club is and then find our way there. So I just finished speaking to the president and then the coach who spoke. Very, very nice people, very welcoming. They try to understand me, and now let me go smash it. I'm gonna go film the training today, and then I hope I stay here. But this is this is where we're gonna sleep tonight. It has 2 beds, this and this. So the club has provided us where we're gonna stay. It is better than nothing. I did have a pre-arranged hotel booked already, and I don't need anything fancy, just somewhere to lay my head and then be able to wake up and tomorrow try to arrange the training, and then what to eat, just go figure that out. Maybe if some restaurants open around, we can go by, but if there's not, then we sleep like that and eat tomorrow. This is what we go through. Could not find anywhere to have dinner, so one of the players here has this left over, and that's what I'm gonna smash. What can we say, man? We're just fortunate, so we're better than sleeping hungry. Top life. Now most of you want to come and play professional football, you will cry. If you're not ready for all this, don't come. Stay in your mother's house. Let's see. Tomorrow's another day. So after I showed up actually at the training ground, first of all, I was lucky I got somebody at the station, because from the station to where the stadium is, there are no buses, there are no public transportations, there are barely any taxis, not even Ubers. And I just got somebody who is like a support of the club, and he dropped me there. And when I got there, I met the president who was there at the stadium. Actually, they called the president before when I was just when I just got off the station, when I was looking for direction. So somebody called the director, and he's like, hey, there is one of the players here, he is coming for training, do you know him? And the president has no clue who I am. He said, I don't know, but well, since he's here, let him come over. And this guy gave me a lift. I got there, and the president's like, who sent you? I said, nobody sent me, I just came here alone. And he's like, damn. He's like, okay. And as we were still talking, trying to solve, the coach arrives, and he's like, okay, who sent you? I'm like, I just came alone. I'm like, I didn't want to send you guys a message, because if I send you guys a message, you get so many messages and you might not respond to all of them. So I was like, you know what, let me just show up and speak to them, and this is why I'm here. It's like, well, since you're here, do you have where to stay tonight? And I said no. I'm like, well, I needed to make sure that I have where to train first, instead of saying where do I sleep. And they're like, okay. So after the training, there's a house for the players, and this is where they ended up bringing me. But they were shocked. They were like, who sent you? I just said I did my homework. And so sometimes it's easier when you show up or when you're at the place. That's when you get more responses rather than sitting and texting. If I text it I probably wouldn't get a response. And now they're able to invite me back just because they didn't judge me based on my statistics. They judged me based on what they saw in the training. Grow those balls and walk up to clubs and ask them. It's next day and I had a very good sleep. So let me give you guys a recap of how did the training go yesterday and how did I perform. So there were almost close to 40 players, and we did passing drills, small sided games, and overall performance, I was okay. I was average. I was not anything exceptional, to be honest. But then I think most of the players there are actually very young. You know, the team has a lot of younger players, and so they asked me to come back again for another training, and this is the last training of the week. I think on Saturday they have like a game, basically, and so we're gonna see. Friday's off, and let's see how it goes. They are asking if I going to be registered, do I have to be registered as a professional, or if I have the residency, then I can register as just an amateur. And I was like, the last 3 places or the last 2 places that I played in, I was registered as an amateur player, so they don't have to worry about that. And this region, Velo, I think it is the highest or the second highest after Porto in terms of visibility. All their games are live on YouTube. Okay, you can always find links there, and it's sponsored by the association. It's the Association of Velo that does that for them. They have cameras for all games, and this is one of the things that is attracting me to want to play in this region. So now I need to go out and look for what to eat, but the door has no key. There's only one. The one guy that I found in the room yesterday has gone out with the key. So now if I go out, I can't enter back inside. And I'm like, what am I gonna do? And it's still like 12:01 right now. I can carry my bag or my backpack around just until the training hour, because training is like at 7:30. I have to be in the stadium at least like 7. And I need to just see around the city, look for something to eat, you know. But what we're gonna do is we're gonna go out nonetheless and leave. And when we have to train, I just have to go stadium. Good thing is I left my boots at the stadium yesterday, and basically almost all the things that I needed for training are at the stadium. So we have to go out now, try to see where the restaurants are, get something to eat. And what is another thing is that my phone I don't have internet because I think I just got it this morning that I have to pay for my phone bill. I did not pay for it, and I need to find an internet so I could pay for it, so I could log in and then pay. So that's what we're gonna do right now. But yeah, I'm gonna stop the vlog here, and then I will catch you guys on the next day how the last training went. And then eventually after the game, I'm sure whatever the game is, there might be some video footage for you guys. So it's been your boy Sunny, chasing this dream. And if you like this content, click the plus sign. And just so you guys know, it is not easy finding a team in Portugal, no matter what the level is. So until then, peace out.